Show. My name is Alex and this is TechFlow. More specifically, welcome to part 2 of upgrading our office. It's been a while since part 1, but there's good reason for that. We've had to wait on a few deliveries, like all of this awesome Lifx stuff here. There is hundreds of pounds of Lifx bulbs sat right in front of me, so Lifx, thanks for sending all of this out. We've got this to install in this episode, but the problem is that all of these Wi-Fi bulbs need a Wi-Fi network. So before we even delve into any of this, we need to install this, which is what we had essentially sat down there. This actually needs to now be moved into this building's server comms cabinet. So as you guys can see, if you come in down here, we actually have Ethernet ports in our office room. There's numerous ports around the room. This one is 21. Now I know behind the TV we've got 23 and 24, following on from 21 and 22 down there, and then over behind the sofa, 19 and 20. So let's go and find these in the actual comms room of this office and take, well, all of our network down here that was originally configured to work in here. It's gonna go and sit in the comms room. This is a patch panel. So as you can see, we've got numbers all the way from 1 down here to 144, which is all of the Ethernet ports plastered throughout this building. Like I said, we only want ports 19 through 24. So as you can see, I've already bought a load of Ethernet cables and plugged them into these ports. Essentially what I'm gonna do is then plug them into this switch, and now our office has its own network. So I suppose this is a perfect time to explain why you would have a server rack. It's easy to explain when you have a huge one like this. If you do have a huge building that has 144 odd Ethernet ports plastered throughout, it's so easy to be able to come to one location in a building and choose a port and plug into it. Literally all of the equipment then is in one place. Like some of these ports will go into the downstairs kitchen of this office, and some of them will go to my office, and some of them will go to other people's offices. It's simply just for plug and play. Okay, that looks sweet. Okay, and then the beauty of this is that switch is providing PoE to some of the ports in the office. So I can go into our office, plug in this access point, and then we've got wireless access in our office for, well, us to use, and all of the smart lights we're about to install. You are. Okay, so I think this piece of chipboard is going to solve all of our problems in mounting the monitors on the wall in the office. However, I have nothing in the office to cut this down, and it's far too big at the moment, so we need a saw. Okay, so what I think we're going to go ahead and do here is go for the Easy Cut 50. Are you available to help me, mate?
Yes, mate.
I need something out of this cabinet. I said, so the man's off to get the Alicia. Now, it's turned to nighttime whilst we've been filming this. However, that wood from the shop was simply so I could mount one of my monitors, yes, and this is an ultra-wide from LG, onto the wall. Now, the walls in this office building are made out of chocolate, essentially, so we've had to put the plyboard there to, well, secure the monitor to the wall. But the result looks awesome, and I guarantee it'll look even better once it's turned on. God, yeah, that's bad. This is really bad. If I don't shave this soon, I'm going to start getting loads of spots.
Oh, that is bad. In fact, that hair there is longer than, well, every other hair on your face. Reminds me of that first time you shaved.
We don't talk about that.
Oh.
Okay, but I don't know what to do. I can go to the shop, there's loads of choice, heavy razors, light razors, razors that twivel round. I don't know what to do, and they're all so expensive, and at the end of it, I'm just left with all of these blunt razors.
Well, it's a good job I signed you up for the ultimate shave set from Dollar Shave Club, with executive handles and blades, prep scrub, shave butter, and post-shave dew. There it is now. You can get the ultimate shave starter set for only £5, and after that, all Dollar Shave Club are going to do is restock your box with regular sized products at a regular price. Thank you to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring today's video. If you and your friends fancy bagging a £5 starter set, head over to dollarshaveclub.com/techflow. And I'll come right to your door. How you doing, mate? You alright?
You know what? It's really good.
Told you.
Okay, so it is a couple of weeks later now. The last time we filmed this, it was quite late at night. We wanted to make sure all the network was working in here. So I've plugged that in there. That is now powering up. It's receiving power from the switch, which is nice. All of this sort of networking stuff that we have, well, been able to hopefully put into storage. We're replacing this with a whole load of Lifx lights because they're just much nicer and better than this. And like I said, the Lifx lights rely on the Wi-Fi, so we no longer need any of this. Go on, get it 60. Okay, good to go. Right, let's install some lights. IKEA lights, the smart bulbs. Yeah, these are going to be replaced with these new Lifx bulbs. Now, we've got two types of Lifx light to install today. These are just simple screw-in ones, and I love the Lifx packaging, by the way. I think it's so cool. We have 4 or 5 of these to do, which are simply, you just plug them in like that and then configure them to your Wi-Fi with the Lifx app. And then these are the Z strips, so yeah, some Lifx LED strips to install as well. I'm using the app here to go ahead and change the brightness, turn it on and off. Yeah, it's a smart bulb and it does smart things like what I'm showing you. Now we need to rinse and repeat with all the bulbs in here. Okay, so we've now installed a total of 6 Lifx bulbs. Not even any LED strips yet, but I want to show you how awesome these lights are. So within the app, I can go ahead and simply select this room as a group and change the entire color temperature of this entire room just by swinging this wheel around here. And then you've also got brightness, which you can have them super dim or you can have them all super, super bright. And then they have these little presets here. So if you select all the lights, you can go in here and create a Halloween effect, which is super, super dope in here. Absolutely love that. Or you can even just turn on a little bit of bias lighting, which makes it nice to look at things like screens, for example, when you're sat doing long edit sessions or long gaming sessions. This is awesome. So guys, it's a couple weeks later. Jed and I have really been enjoying the office with the new network and all of the lights in here that now actually work for when we're shooting videos. There's another type of light from Lifx, which I have right here, called the Z strip, which you'll want to go ahead and install on my desk. Now, like I said, this is the Lifx Z strip. It's actually just a bog standard LED strip from Lifx. It is so cool though, simply because of the things that you can do with it. And I'll demonstrate that now as we install it behind my desk. But in the box, you just get a power brick and a controller and the light itself. So this right here is the controller. This is what's actually going to connect to your Wi-Fi. You get this portion of the cable here, which is going to go over to the plug, and then you get a nice lengthy portion which has a proprietary connection on it. It's going to go ahead and connect into one side of the light strips. Now, please don't worry, the light strips aren't tiny like this. There's actually another piece in here that you have to join on to complete the set. Okay, so I actually didn't need the extension strip that comes in the box because the one strip is fine. So we've got the light connected up to the Wi-Fi now, and much like the bulbs, what you can do is go ahead in this color wheel and you can cycle through just nice and warm back to, well, cool colors. Or you can swipe over and you can have it a solid color, any color in the rainbow, or you can go over to the Create tab and just choose a sort of random effect, which is kind of nice. But this is why I like these Z strips, because you can actually paint. So you can pick, I don't know, red, and we can paint that behind the monitors. That looks so cool. And then maybe a little bit of blue over that end. Oh, this is awesome. Now we've gone ahead and replaced a couple more LED strips in the room with the Lifx Z strips. These are actually the old LED strips that we were using, these little Wi-Fi controllers, cheap plastic china. They ended up breaking. So now with the Lifx app, essentially you get this ball thing and you roll it up and down. That controls the brightness. I also love these themes as well, so you can click like exciting and then the whole room changes to exciting. Let's go with focusing. Sweet, so guys, the office is looking absolutely awesome with all of the new Lifx lights and the new network. We really do actually need to get a NAS in here, so if you guys could recommend one down in the comments, we'll check one out, maybe review one. That would be absolutely awesome. But yeah, this place is definitely feeling the TechFlow vibe that we want to feel for 2020 moving forward. But we hope you guys have enjoyed the videos. Mine has been Alex, this has been TechFlow, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.